Commander reporting to the Chief Guest and taking the VIP for parade inspection.
श्रीमान स्वतंत्रता दिवस परेड पर 2 ऑफिसर 10 परेड कंटिंजेंट परेड निरीक्षण के लिए उपस्थित है श्रीमान।
I now give time to our Honorable Minister, PHED, Shri Jacob Zimumi, for his speech.
Please stop.
My dear fellow citizens, I convey my sincere greetings to the people of Nagaland on the occasion of the 76th Independence Day, which marks 75 years of India's independence. India achieved independence after a long struggle. On this historic occasion, we again remember with utmost gratitude the freedom fighters who gave their all, many even laying down their lives to get freedom for all of us. 75 years in the history of a nation is a very important milestone. We were left weak and debilitated when the Britishers left the nation in 1947. Since then, the country has faced many challenges, have overcome them, and has grown from strength to strength. It is now a proud, strong and confident nation. There are many challenges still to be overcome, but with the resolve and hard work of the people of this great nation, we will fulfill the dreams of our founding fathers. Friends, our state also, along with the rest of the country, made good progress. Even since the state was inaugurated in 1963, successive governments have contributed towards the development efforts. We have redoubled our efforts on building the talents of our people and to provide them with a supportive and facilitative environment by way of infrastructure, and better services. Resultantly, there has been a significant improvement in the lives of our people. We, however, remain mindful of the unresolved issues. Our people have been waiting patiently and expectantly for a final solution to the Naga political issue. Naga people want an early, inclusive, honorable and acceptable solution. This has also been stated at various forums. All the elected representatives representing the people of the state have also come together and stated in clear terms that they will make way once the solution is reached. In fact, all the elected representatives have been actively facilitating and urging the negotiating parties to realize the long-standing dream of our people without any further delay. We know that the negotiating parties have worked hard and will continue their hard work till all issues are resolved. I fervently appeal to my large-hearted people to continue to be patient and accommodative. I also fervently appeal to all parties concerned to listen to the voice of the people, rise above all the differences, and heed the cry of our people for an immediate solution. Friends, as we celebrate the 75 years of India's independence and Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we need to continue making efforts so that the fruits of development and progress reach everyone, particularly the last man in the line. The state government, in full coordination with the Government of India, has been implementing several public welfare schemes for improving the lives of the people of the state. Despite severe resource constraints, we have recently taken a number of measures to further streamline the fund flow and improve the implementation of the schemes. Agriculture and allied activities continue to engage majority of our population. As a result of our various interventions, we have been consistently increasing food grains production, which today stands at 738,260 metric tons. Our farmers have successfully adopted horticultural crops such as pineapple, kiwi, passion fruit and dragon fruit. Plantation crops such as coffee and tea have also been successfully grown in the state. These fruits are attracting premium buyers from India and abroad, and we cannot meet the demand. This has been possibly only because of the continued support and encouragement to our farmers and for improving productivity and increasing area under production through the departments of agriculture, horticulture, soil and water conservation, and land resources department. In addition to the benefits and the other schemes, we have provided support by transferring directly over rupees 315 crore to bank accounts of 2,01,920 farmer families for procuring various agricultural inputs under the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme. 16,712 soil health cards have been issued. Our focus on crop diversification, which is fundamental to our traditions and is a necessity for maintaining our unique biodiversity, is supplementing the efforts of Atmanirbhar Krishi, self-reliant agriculture, which is also a priority at the national level. We are also successfully providing the critical marketing link in the agricultural value chain to our many entrepreneurs, FPOs, self-help groups, by continuously building Naturally Nagaland as a premium organic brand, thus giving them a better return. We are unable to produce sufficient meat products to meet the state's demand and therefore have to import. The focus area of the Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Services Department has therefore been to increase production. In addition to producing piglets through 3 model piggery farms in Nagaland, we are also working on bringing in private initiative for increasing feed production domestically, as well as providing greater credit facilities to the producers. The department also is focusing on development of other indigenous animals like the Totho cattle and Mithun under Rashtriya Gokul Mission. To meet the demand of fish, a roadmap has been developed by the Fisheries Department for enhancing fish production in the potential pockets of the states. It is envisaged to bring forth more areas under pond culture by providing support in the form of subsidies to the fish farmers of the state to achieve self-sufficiency. Forests are as much part of our life as agriculture. We are proud of our forest wealth through the collaborative efforts of our vibrant villages and the forest department. We have declared community conservation areas which act as conservation areas for our forests, biodiversity and water resources and springs. The efforts at increased conservation have also been taken up under the JICA funded Nagaland Forest Management Project and were also appreciated by the joint mission of Embassy of Japan and JICA India during its visit to the state in June 2022. Our government is also committed to provide basic amenities to all its citizens in empowering them. Towards this direction, we are working for housing for all by 2024, for which the Rural Development and Urban Development Departments have been using resources from the Gramin and urban sub-schemes under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. RD department has also been successful in completing 5,189 houses up till now, while the Municipal Affairs Department has completed 6,295 houses for the lesser privileged of our urban population in 32 of our ULBs. Under the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, a food security welfare scheme announced as part of an economic response to the COVID-19. The state has successfully completed the schemes from phase 1 to phase 5, covering about 14.3 lakh population, while the phase 6 is ongoing. Under the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, whose objective is to promote empowerment of women, provide a healthy cooking fuel, and prevent health hazards due to use of fossil fuel. So far, 95,522 beneficiaries have been provided benefits in the state of Nagaland. We have also provided access to beneficiaries to avail their food grains quota under One Nation, One Ration card scheme. In Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation, AMRUT, with its main objective to provide basic infrastructure to urban poor, out of a total of 27 projects. 14 projects have been completed and 12 projects are in progress, most of which are at the verge of completion. Under the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, which is dealt by the Industries and Commerce Department, a loan up to Rs 10 lakhs can be availed from banks by non-corporate, non-farm micro-enterprises also, and up to till now 15,191 units have been provided loans amounting to Rs 209.49 crore under this scheme. The government's focus on providing better and inclusive health services to our people continues. We have not only improved health infrastructure but provided more doctors to our health system. During the last year, the Health and Family Welfare Department has also rolled out modern IT-based supply chain and hospital management systems that will bring in more transparency, accountability, and better management of our healthcare facilities. The second integrated Ayush hospital, 50-bedded at Chumoukedima, Kohima under National Ayush Mission, was inaugurated on 4th March 2022. 382 Ayushman Bharat Health and Wellness Centers which provide comprehensive primary health care, more than our state's target, have also been inaugurated. It gives me immense pleasure to note that the construction works at Nagaland Medical College, Kohima has shown 75% physical progress. We have created 60 posts of key senior positions. The department has applied to the National Medical Commission for starting the college from the next academic year, 2023 to 24. We are also targeting to complete the medical college at Mon by 2024 and 2025. Inclusive healthcare cover to our entire population, we are gearing to launch the Chief Minister Health Insurance Scheme from 2nd October 2022. The scheme will use the platform provided by the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, the flagship national level health insurance scheme, which is also implemented successfully in the state. The scheme provides a 5 lakh per annum per family, health insurance cover for hospitalized care to 1,05,144 families. CMHIS will also provide cashless services for most of the diseases requiring hospitalized care. The Department of Social Welfare has been implementing various schemes to uplift the weaker sections of the society in the state. Under the Pradhan Mantri Matru Vadana Yojana, which has an indicative target of 40,906 till date, 31,370 have been enrolled, and a total of 27,904 pregnant women and lactating mothers have benefited from the scheme. In Poshan Abhiyan, which aims to ensure attainment of malnutrition-free India and ensure holistic development and educate nutrition for pregnant women, lactating mothers and children, the department is covering 3,980 Anganwadi centers, catering to 3,69,043 Anganwadi children across the state of Nagaland. In line with the national education policy, the Department of School Education has been focusing on providing quality education to all students, including those in the remotest parts of the state. With a view to have better monitoring of the teachers' learning processes in the government schools, the normal teachers' diary has been converted into digital teachers' diary this year. This will bring remarkable changes in the functioning of government schools in the state. A new aid platform has been launched on a pilot basis in 100 selected government schools, launched on a pilot basis from the academic year 2022. This would facilitate and promote adopting blended teaching learning processes in government schools. There are a number of other initiatives for improving the learning environment, including the cluster schools being taken up under the World Bank funded program. Through the centrally sponsored scheme of WUSA, the Department of Higher Education, Nagaland is carrying out many projects for improving the infrastructure of the higher education institutions in the state. Further making quality assurance an integral part of the functioning of higher education institutions, the National Assessment and Accreditation Council has successfully accredited 33 colleges out of 69 colleges in Nagaland, and many colleges are in the pipeline. The technical education sector saw a boost with the obtaining of National Board of Education for a period of 3 years by Fellowship Polytechnic Atoizu and Government Polytechnic Kohima. The Woka Polytechnic has also been inaugurated, and it will begin the academic session of the students from 2022 to 2023. We have discussed on developing sports infrastructure throughout the state. Modern indoor stadiums at Twensang, Noklak, Newland, Timinu and Chumoukedima, multi-purpose stadiums at Woka, Longleng and Kohima, and AstroTurf football grounds at Mon, Peren, Mukchung, and for police sports battalion are being set up. Our sports people will also get benefited with the coming out of the state's first regional center for sporting excellence for archery, shooting, discipline, adventure and motorsports, and futsal at Sovima, which was inaugurated by the Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland on 27 January 2022. We also organized successfully the South Asian Cross Country Championships and the 56th National Cross Country Championships in Kohima. Later during the month, we will be organizing the Nagaland Olympic and Paralympic Games 2022 with the motto, Stronger Together. These are two of the biggest sporting events ever in Nagaland's history and indicate our growing strength in organizing events. Our bright artists, mentored and promoted by TAFMA, continue to make waves not only in the country but at international platforms. We are also having the CSR Investment Summit later this month, which will bring together companies, NGOs from across the country with our entrepreneurs, and hopefully will spur innovation. Creation of job opportunities, skill development, and ensuring that people get gainfully employed have always remained a priority of my government. Under a Sankalp project, the Department of Employment, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship is establishing one Entrepreneurs Development Center on pilot basis in collaboration with Indian Institute of Entrepreneurship, Guwahati at government. IITI complex, Kohima, with the objective to train and promote local entrepreneurs. We will also create a support mechanism to the enterprising youths to succeed and become job creators. The department is also establishing one school of excellence in skill development in government higher secondary school, Zugza, with the objective to make acquisition of skills aspirational for youth at a young age and to make them employable. We are committed to create conducive atmosphere in the state for entrepreneurial activities. Towards this end, an e-commerce platform known as Yellow Chain for the local entrepreneurs has been created. Through this dedicated web portal, online business between the buyers, sellers, and service providers are facilitated. The Investment and Development Authority of Nagaland has signed MOU with GIZ Germany and Driti last year to create an ecosystem for women entrepreneurs in Nagaland through the Her and Now project. An export facilitation cell was also set up by the IDM with the help of the Indian Institute of Foreign Trade in the month of November 2021. The Industries Department has also initiated for proper documentation of the traditional attires, designs and motifs for obtaining the geographical indication registration. A committee is carrying out a comprehensive exercise on this. This exercise, a protection of our common intellectual property rights and heritage, will ensure that our people benefit from the use of these designs and motifs. Nagaland State Rural Livelihood Mission continues to do an exemplary job in promoting livelihoods through self-help groups. Till date, 1,11,702 lakh women have been mobilized into the 12,691 self-help groups and 1,084 village-level federation and 49 cluster-level federations have been promoted. Many banks are coming forward to extend credit facility to these self-help groups owing to the lower risk of default. The Chief Minister's Microfinance Scheme, which is ready to be launched later this year month also focuses on the self-help groups. We remain committed for the development of the backward areas in our state. The Department of Development of Underdeveloped Areas is successfully bringing a transformative change in backward areas through the state and central anchored programs and interventions. The department has created Monkun brand, which functions as an umbrella brand to market tribal products in the mainstream commercial space. Through this and further hand-holding, economic opportunities are being created for local designers, skilled tailors, and weavers with special focus on the underdeveloped areas of the state. We continue to improve our road network in the state, and the PWT Roads and Bridges to construct and complete many roads under various schemes and projects. Under the PMGSY, road length of 198.47 km and 43 bridges have been completed, and in 2022-23, another 262.00 km of road length and 5 bridges are expected to be completed. The PWD is also taking up several schemes for properly maintaining the 1,111 km of 12 national highways crossing the state of Nagaland, which has been entrusted to it out of the total length of 1,631 km. I am happy to inform about a plot of land measuring 10,000 square feet allotted to us near CMC Velo, free of cost by the government of Tamil Nadu, on which construction of a Naga patient's house will commence from this year. In Shillong also, the construction of Naga patient house will commence from this year on an alternative plot measuring 2.4 acre provided by the government of Meghalaya, which is just 500 meters away from the Negrims. The Naga patient house at Dibrugarh, Assam is also expected to be completed within 3 months' time. 2 flat-type rental housing complexes were inaugurated on 3rd August 2022 at Marakong, Mukukchung. 3 more such rental housing complexes are expected to be inaugurated within a few months' time. The infrastructure in a capital city is going to see further improvement with many major road projects such as the multi-level car parking at all AST and Medical Directorate, slum redevelopment within the APD wards, and upgradation of Kohima local ground expected to get completed within a year. We are consistently moving towards ensuring stable power supply through the state, with the Department of Power taking up and completing construction of several substations. The Department of Power is further taking up 3 hydro projects, namely the Lower Tisu Hydroelectricity Project, 42 megawatts, Zunki Hydro Electricity Project, 24 megawatts, and Tisu Valley, 24 megawatts, as part of externally aided projects through the Asian Development Bank. The issues connected with the 186 megawatt hydroelectricity project at Diku is also getting resolved. Once these projects come up, the state will be self-sufficient in electricity power supply, and it will greatly produce and reduce the burden of power purchase in the state. At present, work is also in progress for small hydro project at Dilimroy 2.4 megawatts. And very soon, the Pongle 4 project will be commissioned. The department is aiming for reduction of AT&C losses and increase in revenue collection by the installation of prepaid meters in Dimapur and Kohima. Under the new and renewable energy Satsang small hydro project of capacity of 1 megawatt at Rongsa village and Mukching district was successfully commissioned on 3rd March 2022. The power generated from this project is being fed into the state grid through substation located at Alichad, Mukching district. Further, the first major solar power plant of capacity 5 megawatt in Nagaland is coming up at Hokku village under Mulan district, which is expected to be completed within this financial year. In addition to conserving our water sources, we are also providing for tap water to every household of our remotest village. PHE department, using the resources under the Jal Jeevan mission, has already covered 1,75,005 households, which is 46% of the total target of 3,77,286 rural households that it will provide during the 2022-23 financial year. Our state, with its colorful and vibrant culture and blessed with stunning landscape, has every reason to become a prime tourist destination in the country. The tourism department continues to take initiative for taking the tourism industry forward by earnestly participating and promoting the state's tourism nationally and internationally. We are promoting the state as an off-road destination in collaboration with the Wonder Beyond Boundaries. With the launch of single window system, all tourist services trade has gone on board, whereby now travel agents, tour operators and homestay units paying guests can apply directly online for registration with the department. The department is working on a new tourism policy which will promote innovation and creativity and reinforce the role of tourism as an employment generator. Our government has also always paid the utmost importance to maintenance of good law and order in the state. And the past few years, with the sincere and effective efforts put in by the district administration, the police, all the security agencies and our civil society organizations, the entire state has been witnessing an era of peace and normalcy everywhere. The tranquil atmosphere existing in the state got further vindicated when, after many decades, 15 police station areas of the state in April 2022 were denotified from being disturbed and thus taken out of the purview of the AFSPA. We are hopeful that more areas will come out of the ambit of the AFSPA very soon. We have been consistently taking measures to improve the capabilities and infrastructure of our administrative machinery. In addition to providing modern buildings for various administrative offices over the past few years, the DC office complex of Mukchung was inaugurated recently. The Deputy Commissioner's office complexes at Thak and Zinaboto will be completed very soon. It is planned to shortly start the construction of DC offices at Noklak and Samoto. We are committed to promote transparency, accountability and promote ease of living. The personal information management system for the government employees has been further strengthened and e-pay bill based on PIMS data has been introduced for all the employees. The Nagaland Staff Selection Board has started functioning with the appointment of the chairman and members, and preparations are underway for advertisements and subsequently conduct recruitment examinations for various posts under state government departments. Nagaland Legislative Assembly Secretariat became the first in the country to operationalize paperless assembly proceedings under the e-Vidhan initiative. The functioning of Nagaland Assembly will be fully digital and paperless very soon. We have also now moved towards online mode of issue of ILP for all categories, which is further going to enhance transparency and monitoring of ILP regime in the state. The Department of Information Technology and Communication has also developed various online platforms during the current financial year to enable information sharing, monitoring, analysis and planning, and has also taken up various trainings for departments on website maintenance and other technical workshops on electronic service delivery. Recently, the report of the National E-Governance Service Delivery Assessment has been released by the Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances, Government of India. Based on the parameters such as the accessibility, content ability, ease of use, and information security and privacy, the state of Nagaland has been ranked first in the state portal category out of the assessment done in 8 northeastern states and 2 hill states, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand of India. Modernization and upgradation of its infrastructure in the police department is a continuous process. The police department is replacing all vehicles and equipping itself with modern security equipment, weaponry, and communication system to increase its mobility and capability. 11th NAP-IR Battalion headquarters in Aboy was also inaugurated last year. The foundation flag of the Nagaland Police Force Battalion has also been laid last year. Capacity enhancement of the State Forensic Science Laboratory, Dimapur, Nagaland, for DNA analysis and cyber forensics is being taken up during the year. The project, once completed, will cater to the requirements of investigative officers in obtaining expert opinion and help in early disposal of special cases. We have been always desirous of resolving our long-standing border dispute with the neighboring states, and towards this end, the Nagaland State Legislative Assembly had constituted Cabinet Select Committee, headed by the Honorable Chief Minister, to examine the border issue on 5/8/21 and for settlement of interstate border issues. The Select Committee decided to take pocket-wise initiatives. Separate local committees have been constituted to settle the issue amicably outside the court for each pocket or settlement for border districts. We are hopeful of amicably settling all our disputes with our nation when our nation is celebrating its 5 years of independence. We know we have achieved a lot in the last 75 years. However, we are aware of many areas where we are to accomplish the desired levels. From today onwards, as we enter the Amrit Kal, the next 25 years that will take us towards 100 years of our independence, we need to take a pledge to get for our state and our people all that we still haven't been able to achieve. Our state on the economic front needs to grow much faster and broader and create more employment opportunities for its youth, driven more by private enterprise. We need to continuously build our capacities, especially the capacities and skills of our youth, to enable their inherent talent to blossom in order to not only benefit but also contribute towards faster economic growth. We need to attract investments for harnessing our rich natural resources, especially oil and natural gas, effectively and sustainably. We also need to make our tourism sector more vibrant. In order to achieve all these, our institutions have to provide the enabling environment, and society has to be progressive and forward, thinking to embrace the change needed and move forward cohesively, taking full advantage of our democratic tradition and strengths. Friends, as we celebrate Independence Day and the 75th anniversary of India's independence, and also the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign, in which every household in the state is hoisting a national flag today, I call upon every citizen to rededicate oneself to continue working for making our state one of the most developed and progressive states in the country. Thank you, Putnalim, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring speech. We look forward to a better and a brighter future under your able leadership. We now have a march display by the 10 parade contingents along with the brass band of 15th NAP-IR.
अरे तूने अभी तक कुछ किया ही नहीं।
अरे ये तो लो क्वालिटी टंकी है।
होशियारी मत दिखाओ।